we're getting mystical, and I know you're kind of scared of tarot. So that's
all that stuff. Ugh.
Or tarot. It's either tarot or taro, depending on who or what.
That's funny you say that because I heard it pronounced. I was trying to look it up right now because when in one of those stories they play it right now. Tarot. That's what she says.
Yeah. So I pronounce it tarot, but other people pronounce it like tarot.
I thought it was tarot.
No, it's because it's French. You don't pronounce the T, and it's definitely not tarot.
I thought it was tarot like carrot. It's not?
No.
Oh my God, tarot cards. Welcome to Scary Mystery Surprise,
where we talk about scary things that surprised us around the internet.
I'm Edwin.
I'm Michelle. You've been saying tarot cards this whole time, Edwin? Oh my God.
That's not.
No, that's not even a thing. It is not tarot cards. Wow. Oh, did you go up to a psychic and just be like, can I get my tarot card reading? Oh, boy.
That's how I thought I had heard it like tarot card.
No, it's tarot. It's the
tarot card?
Yeah, you don't pronounce the T because it's French.
How am I supposed to know that it's French?
I don't know. Haven't you heard it in movies before? People are like, tarot cards.
I thought if it was French, it would be like tarot.
I'm sure you do say it like that. You have to say the R silent, but everyone's just bastardized it and turned it into tarot. Tarot cards.
Oh, man.
Gotta get my tarot done.
I'm thinking of all the recordings I've done when I mentioned that, and I don't think that's that many, but it's enough where you're like, uh-oh.
Well, I mean, you've done some recordings of people who have been freaked out by tarot cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are some of those stories?
There was one, actually, that it's like a freak out, but like an emotional freak out, because you know when people talk about grandma stories?
Of course, always.
There was one where the storyteller here is telling us how she was practicing, how do you say it again? Tarot?
Tarot.
Was practicing, tarot. Is that how you say it? Or tarot carding? Or just
tarot.
Was practicing tarot.
You don't have to say tarot carding. People get it. If people get it, Edwin.
Okay, well, she said, I was doing tarot. That's how she said it. She was saying that, she was thinking about her grandma. She was like practicing all this stuff. And one of these times, like she follows people that do this stuff on TikTok and YouTube. And, people do that as to kind of get better at it and see what other people are doing and everything. Sadly, her grandma had died. Like, she just refused to take her medicines and she died. So that's why she was like, oh man, like it wasn't her time yet. Like, this sucks. Anyway, she was watching this person on video doing tarot. And all of a sudden, she says, she stops.
Wait, this was on True Scary Story, right?
True Scary Story, yeah.
Okay, cool.
She was saying she was watching it, and then all of a sudden, she says, okay. He's this guy who says, okay, I feel like this is an ancestor speaking to someone named Bree. And they call you Honey or Honeybee. And this person was telling me the story, says, my name's Brianna. And my grandma called me Honeybee. So she started on the spot. This is during the recording, right? Like, she starts crying. She said it was just a visceral experience. Wow, like your grandma's there with you. Now, I've also heard of people telling stories of oracle cards, not necessarily tarot cards, which are a little bit different. And they start getting answers to things, which I didn't know you could ask things.
Oh, yeah.
But that's when I started that. It creeped me out because some of the things they were saying, they're like, something's here with you, but they're saying something you don't want to hear. So maybe I don't want to tell you. And they don't. And they say, okay, I don't want to hear it. And they just don't hear it. I'm like, I don't know. But Michelle, even astrology creeps me out. Like, I'm very like, how is that true? How do you know that about me?
Look, if nothing else, we're here to open your mind today, Edwin, because we're doing the history of tarot. And at the end, I'm going to give you a little tarot reading.
What?
From my collection of tarot cards, since I collect tarot cards. So you're getting a little tarot reading. Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, here we go. Right. I also think just in the way, I think you hearing about it might also, and the audience, if you're freaked out by tarot, here's the history of tarot, and I think it'll make it less freaky. Number one, it started as a fucking card game in the 14th century that's like bridge.
What?
It was called tarocchi in Italy, in which like the gentry played. It was like bridge. You know, so the minor arcana, and then you get the major arcana. So these are 22 cards, and they're like the ones that we know as like the magician, the empress, the emperor. You know, like they're the devil cards in there, the tower card, death, all the fool. All those cards are in there, and those were called trump cards or triumph cards. Fun fact about me. I'm not good at card game rules. I think I reached my capacity as a child, and I know Go Fish, War, Solitaire, and Speed. And those are the only ones I know, and I can't. Speed. Yeah, I remember Speed. For the life of me, the idea of learning bridge, I can't. I don't know how. I don't know what, but it sounded similar to War. You play with 4 people, and you put cards down, and whoever puts down the biggest card wins, or the specific card. And so these trump cards that are the major arcana would be put down, and they'd be the most points. And the whole point of the game is to get the most points. Like, it's just a card game. The rich people that were playing these games would get the major arcana custom created, and it could be people that you knew. It would be like, oh, Aunt Susan, custom cards. Like, they didn't have, like, really specific meetings. And they were also kind of like, they'd reference the church. They were just meant to be beautiful. Beautiful card game.
Okay, at the time I kind of thought like, okay, so maybe not quite like Pokemon where like you collect them, but like there's a standard.
Yeah, it's like a status thing. They're definitely like gilded in gold, that type of thing, like expensive. Wow. You hire an artist. But I mean, like even now, the art of tarot is great. Like I've collected tarot cards for a while because I just love the different art that's on it. Like there's a lot of cool
like different decks.
Yeah, different decks. I have different decks. So anyway, the tarocchi game from Italy moved to southern France and became tarot, the French word. So that's how it got its name. And so like the cards always carried fanciful designs, kind of cool like artwork, like death, the hanged man, the tower. You know, they always had those, but they just didn't have any meaning.
So macabre. It's
so macabre, but also, like, it's just funny because it was, like, they're just arbitrary. They're just, like, oh, like church symbols, or they're custom to whoever owned the deck of cards or whatever. So, tarot didn't carry any occult meanings until the 18th century. And in 1781, a French Freemason, it says former Protestant minister, because of course, Anton Court de Gébulon, published a complex analysis of tarot in which he revealed that the symbol of the tarot was in fact derived from esoteric secrets of Egyptian priests. And de Gébulon went on to explain that this ancient occult knowledge had been carried to Rome and revealed to the Catholic Church, and the popes desperately wanted to keep the arcane knowledge a secret. In his book that he wrote, Tarot and the Symbolism of Tarot, he connects the artwork to Isis, Osiris, and other Egyptian gods. But the thing about de Gébulon's work is that there's no historical evidence to support it. Like, there's nothing about this.
It's like I'm all wow.
Yeah, like
really?
like there's nothing. No, he made. I mean,